Jesus Christ. Hey guys. Okay. Had a cool experience when I went to bed. Had another cool experience when I woke up. So, when I went to bed last night, this is what usually happens. I gotta let go of the energy out of my back, out of my head. And, because it builds up inside me and I let it go. That's from my skins being separated. So there's energy in all the skins, the ethereal skins. This is all spiritual, by the way, if you've never seen this before. But anyway, I lost my skins. I had to heal them up over a 7-year period. The skins are still relatively loose, and in between all the skins, spirit skins, or ethereal skins, is energy. I gotta release it. Then the skins close up tight around me, keeping me in my body in this illusion. So I'll spend where I am now with Christ. Christ has helped me do this, and he's regulating it basically. He'll stick me in the illusion. Now over a 7-year period, I'm listening to my wife and Christ and the kids and having good times in St. Lucian or wherever I am in Christianity. That's where I'm in Christ's world in a town called St. Lucian. So he stick me in the illusion. He'll wrap me up, put me down in there, close it up, and I'm out of St. Lucian. I'm stuck. My soul is stuck in his body, the illusion. But there's two different kind of illusions I don't understand totally. But anyway, he sticks me in. Now, I'm closed up in the illusion. Spiritually, I'm not seeing St. Lucian stuff. I'm not seeing my family in Christ. I'm totally locked in, but I can still hear them because there's connections coming inside, okay? So I have to release then, after I'm moving the energy, usually both at the same time. What I'll do is, I'll hang, like I'm hanging myself from a tree, but I just jump and I let go. And I can feel all the connections holding on to me from above, coming in and holding on to me, my soul. And so what I do is I'll jump and I'll just hang, and I can feel it, and I have to let all the connections go outside of me. And this is when I'm laying in bed. This is what I do before I go to sleep. And then all the voices quiet down because there's no more connections, more or less. Well, last night I was doing that, and I was in the illusion. Now Christ will put me in the illusion for about a week or so, 7 days. And then I get really, because I lost my skins and I was in the spirit world with my family, when he puts me back in the illusion, I'll get all homesick and miserable and feel like shit, right? Because I'm lonely. I got fucking no friends. Not really. And I moved to a new town. I moved back to my old town, so I got no friends here to hang with. I mean, I go look for birds and stuff and do jobs and things, but that's it. So I'll be basically doing my thing. But it gets lonely, right? So when that happens, my innocence starts telling Christ. Christ takes me out of the illusion. He puts me back up in St. Lucian, where he is. So he takes me out of the illusion. So I'm back and forth, in and out of the illusion. And the illusion is the earth in the body. Okay? So he'll take me out, and then I'm in St. Lucian, hanging out. When I go to bed at night, I'm walking around St. Lucian with Christ and my kids and my wife, and I'm running into people and doing cool things. So that's where I am now. He puts me in for 7 days in the illusion, wraps me up in my body. I can't see him or my wife or kids or anything. Then I get lonely. He takes me out. So it's a conditioning process. And he'll leave me in a little longer, in the illusion, a little bit longer, until I acclimate myself to the illusion again. Because I spent 7 years in heaven, Christ's world. Okay. And I think St. Lucian's on like level 4 or 5. And that's a good place for me. Okay, but I can live When I die, I can go all the way up to like 14, okay, into the light, and that's my limit, I guess. So anyway, I'm at like level 4. It's really more like St. Lucian is just like any town in North America, more or less. Big town in North America. Like Toronto or something, or Washington, stuff like that. But it's not crazy violence. People do bad shit. They get in trouble, but it's not crazy violence. Anyway, that's St. Lucian. So I live there. My soul lives there, and he puts me in and takes me trying to get me back in my body, acclimate me in my body. Last night I went to bed. He put me in the illusion. I let go of the energy. I let go of the connections. He's sticking me back in the illusion. And I'm there, and I moved all the energy. I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I can see like this cone around me. Okay, you know what these are, right? You pour things in the bottles. Well, this cone was like right here, coming out of my heart, like that. I could see. I was still in the illusion, but I could still see this, like spiritually see the cone. I couldn't see St. Lucian, but this is another layer that was around me like a cone, and my head was sticking out here, and my body was here. And what I have to do is take this thing and separate it. Now, when I bring this up to my head like this, when I go like that, where it's like this on my head, and let it go, I'm just one more step into the illusion, into my body. And so this is what I gotta do, right? But this is the first time I saw it, or maybe the second or third, I don't know. But, so I'm laying there, I moved all the energy, I let go of the links, I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I see this cone around me, and I pushed it up from my inner light, somewhere in my heart area. I pushed it up, and I'm letting go, and it came up, and whoop, and it knotted up on my crown chakra, and then I separated myself from it, and I released, and that was one more type of skin. Now I don't know if it's sort of like, it's another layer of my soul being in St. Lucian. And I let it go. And I'm like, and all of a sudden, as soon as I did that, my wife and kids started screaming, don't do it, don't do it. And Christ says, if you do it, don't talk, right? And then he goes, stay. And I'm getting closer, I'm sticking myself in the illusion more, right? So they're all telling me what to do when I let go. And this is what it is by letting go. You're letting go of all your connections to them. You're letting go of it. And that's what I've been doing for 7 years. Healing all these skins, wrapping myself back up into the illusion in my body. Reality, physical reality, is the illusion. There's other illusions, but that you gotta talk to Christ about it, because it's a mind ripper and it'll blow your head. Anyway, after I got done that, I could barely hear anything, and then all of a sudden I see another one. And I'm like, how many are there? I'm thinking, how many are there? I thought, oh, there's got to be like 100 more, right? Because it was coming. They were all coming down into my heart area, and my innocence talks from my inner light area. These cones are coming to my inner light area, so I know all these connections are coming right to my heart, which is, focal point of your soul, spirit, and. So I'm trying to let go of this one, and I got it up to about my eyeballs, like that. It was coming in, and I had to peel it off my crown chakra and let go of it. But I don't think I got that far before I fell asleep. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And I thought, hey, that's what that looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. And I'm stuck. Like you have a dog's head. They put the dog's head in there so it can't bite its stitches or scratch itself or whatever it does. And they had the dog, they put it in that cone thing. That's exactly what it's like, but it's all ethereal. And I can see it. Spiritually, I can see it around me, and I had to let it go. And when I let it go, everything went quiet. I could barely hear anybody, which is pretty interesting. So I fell asleep. 8 hours later, I woke up, which is good because I usually never get 8 hours. I woke up at 6, and I'm a bird photographer, right? So it's migrating season now, and I'm out there taking pictures of birds every day, looking for new species and stuff. And you never get to see these birds until they migrate up north, and then migrate in the fall back back down south. So I never see them. And there's one bird I wanted to get a picture of for a long time, and it's called a northern parula. Look it up. It's sort of like a warbler type thing. It's not a warbler, but it's called a northern parula. Anyway, beautiful bird. And I'm looking for it here where I live, and they're migrating up north. So anyway, I wake up. I wake up and I'm laying in bed. I'm laying in bed and I wake up. My eyes are closed, and I didn't get out of bed or anything. I'm laying there, and I'm looking at a book. And it's open. It's sort of like this. This is my bird book. This is my bird book. So I'm always looking up new birds I've seen that I photographed. And you can go on my Facebook page and see all the birds. I'm not lying. Anyway, so I'm looking, and I wake up, and I'm looking at a page, and it's like this close. And it says Northern Parula, right? And I'm like, holy shit. And I thought in my head, this was my book, and I'm dreaming it, right? But I'm laying there, and I'm looking at this book, and I see Northern Parula, and it's like a photograph, and I'm like, wow, awesome, somebody got a good photograph, right? And all of a sudden I flip it to the next page, and it's blank squares, and I'm running through the pages of the book, and they're all blank squares, and then there'll be another bird, and then more blank squares, okay? It's like they were all blank squares where a bird is going to be. And it had a little number like 58, 59, 60, 61, and little words, but there was no picture, okay? Now see my book. See my book, it's like this. It's got birds on every page. It's a bird's identification book, right? It identifies birds, North American birds. But this book has squares where something should be. And I'm looking at the paper, and the paper is sort of like it was normal, it wasn't glossy paper. It was like flat mat paper, and it had these very thin lines going down. You could barely see them, and it made like almost like a cardboard. Or I don't know, not cardboard. It was thinner than cardboard. Anyway, it was white paper. And I'm looking at it, and then all of a sudden it turned into butterflies and moths. And I looked at some of the butterflies, and I'm like, wow, butterflies. And I realized this ain't my book. I'm like, all of a sudden I scream out, I go, whose book is this? And all of a sudden my innocence starts talking to Christ. He's looking at your book. And Jesus, all of a sudden Jesus, he goes, he's looking at my book. Jesus runs over and grabs it out of my hand. You don't touch my book, God damn it. You don't touch my book. And I'm like, I'm just looking at it. Calm down. I'm like, I realized, I guess it was his, right? And I go, how come all them blank spots are in there? And he goes, well, I have yet to see them birds. I have yet to see them. And I go, I was looking at the Northern Parula. And he goes, yeah, I saw them. And I go, I don't understand. And I go, how come there's blank spots in your book? And he goes, well, I haven't seen those yet. And I go, oh, so you like take a picture and put it in the book, right? And he goes, no. Well, I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on? Okay, when you see a new bird, how do you get it in the book? And he goes, with my thoughts. And he goes, I take a picture, I know what it looks like in my mind, because I saw the bird, the Northern Parula. And I go, okay. And he goes, then I put the image into the mental image, or not the mental, spiritual image, whatever's in his fucking head, the bird, that image of the bird, he puts it in the book. Whatever image he likes of the bird, he puts it in the book so we can look at it later. And I go, you imprint the image from your brain, more or less. I don't know what to call it. What do you call a spiritual brain? He goes, you put the image of what you've seen in the book. And he goes, exactly. And I go, well, how the hell do you do that? And he goes, same way you make trains. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, holy fuck. And I go, how come the paper's different? And he goes, because that's the way I made it. And it works good. They don't fall apart easy. And I'm like, holy shit. And I go, so I was looking at all the birds that were in the book and the butterflies. And he goes, yeah, I saw those too. So what he does is he goes out into the woods or whatever. And he's like a naturalist, and I think that's why he's with me, because we got the same interests, and he can relate more or less to me and help me heal myself, and so I think that's why. But anyway, I guess, and I woke up and I'm not in illusion, I'm in St. Lucian, and I guess I went over and grabbed this bird book, started looking at it. So I just want to tell you, this is what goes on, man. It's just like. Their world is more real than this one, all right? I don't know how to explain it. You don't see it up here unless you do. But life after death, if you're there, if you want to know, is more real than this fucking world, all right? Which is a lot better, I think. I mean, you can get hurt over there, but you heal up 10 times faster. Everything's a lot lighter. Everything's... Wow, it's just... And I'm like, you got northern parulas in heaven? And he goes, in St. Lucian. And I go, we got fucking... I go, do you got northern parulas? Do you got all birds? And he goes, yeah, we got everything here. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell am I doing here? And he goes, don't even start. I'm like, all right. And he goes, I'll show you how we do everything if you want. I go, yeah, show me. And I think they never talked to me about species of birds they get there. It's like when I was trying to create life, like I can create a butterfly, but it will die in St. Lucian. And I was trying. If you go back and watch my past videos, I was trying to make life, but I couldn't do it. All of a sudden, one popped out of my inner light. It just popped out of my inner light through a big thing. That happened. You have to watch the video of how you create life in the spirit world or anywhere. But this is the spirit world. I was trying to create life in a butterfly or a bird in St. Lucian. But the Christ that runs St. Lucian don't want people running around creating life, because people create monsters. A lot of bad shit. You know, like fucking Godzilla and shit. So you don't want no Godzillas running around, dire wolves, saber-toothed tigers, because that's what I'd be creating. You don't want that. So it's sort of like banned for me to make shit, because you can go to the illusion and create anything you want and give it life, but you ain't doing it in my town. I'm like, all right. And so even like birds and animals, it's sort of like a normal town. Like, you don't let bears walk around, or wolves, or cougars walk around in Toronto, downtown Toronto. Well, you know, unless one straggles in there. But you don't let people have these pets and things like that. So you ain't going to do it in St. Lucian. But he goes, you can go out in the mountains and all the birds are there, all the wolves. I go, Sasquatch? And he goes, yep, everything's there. He goes, it's just like yours, your world, but better. And I'm like, oh, wow. There you go. So, just to let you know, I've never seen a northern parula. I'm like, maybe I have, but I didn't ID it. I didn't eyeball it and ID it. I never photographed one. But Christ had. He's seen it. He saw it flipping around a tree. He remembers what it looked like and put the imprint in the book of what he saw from his stuff. What do you call the spirit's mind? His brain, what he saw. So he just takes the imprint of what he saw. Let's call it that, because he never took the imprint from his mind. Do they have minds? I don't know. Like brains, mental patterns. I have no idea. I never really got into that part of it. But just like the UFO experience in the last video, okay, just like that, this always happens to me. It's like I'll wake up from a dream, I'm having a dream of UFOs, whoop, and here the UFO is over top of the house. So I'm dreaming about looking at a book of a northern parula. I'll wake up and it's Christ's book, and I just picked it up off his table, and he don't want me touching it, right? So I just pick it up, I'm looking at it, because this is his work, man. This is his work, this is his art. And you know what, I'm fucking with it, and here I am fucking with it. And so he ran over and grabbed it, and then we had a big conversation of how you get the image on the damn book. And he goes, well, I saw it, what I saw I put in the book. It's fucking awesome. So it's like, where I gotta use a 3,000 millimeter lens, zoom right in like this, right in to the bird, take the picture. He just does it with his mind, and then puts it, imprints it in the book. That's how it's done in the spirit world. So, it'll be fun making this video. Alright guys, I got 7 minutes left, I'll cut this short. So I explained, that's my last couple more experiences I had that kind of wowed me about what it's like to operate in spirit world and Saint illusion, and letting go of loved ones, putting yourself back in illusion from being in heaven. Call it heaven. I don't know, anything after death above 0 is called heaven, as far as I'm concerned. You know, 0 and then down. You know, I ain't going down there. Fuck that. So from 0 up, more or less heaven. But I guess heaven, divine, is like in the light. So if you die and you go right to the light, you'll be in the light, but you'll be at a level. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's another video. Gotta go. Later, guys.